Hello guys and welcome back to Bike Sports 69. Today we are going to talk about the World Supercross in Cardiff, which took place a few hours ago. So I was always very negative about World Supercross. I'm still negative. I don't think it's good for the sport at the moment to go on a globe worldwide. I think the US series is still the best for the riders, for the manufacturers, for everything. Yes, but now let's talk about the opening round here, which to me it was, I would say I wasn't there on the in the stadium, I'm sorry. So yeah, I wasn't in the stadium, but I watched the broadcast. So yeah, let's talk about it. First, I'm going to start with the things I think which were really good, like the pit area where the mechanics and the riders were. They looked really good in my opinion. Yeah, you saw the videos on Instagram and everywhere. So it looked really professional in my eyes because I think they are always going to ship the bikes and the stuff from round to round. So this is the only area they're going to have to work. Yes. So that looked really professional. Also, the autograph seconds, they looked like they were outside of the stadium and the people could go there and get some autographs from the riders. So I don't know if everybody could go there and get some autographs or only like some VIP or something. I'm not sure about that, but it looked really good. I mean, it was outside of the stadium, so it was, if it would have rained or something, it would have been not that nice. But other than that, it was nice. So yeah, then I think the track, the layout and everything looked really good. Also the tough blocks, they look good formed onto the track and everything. It looked really nice. They had some issues in some corners where they had like some tough blocks. I think the tough blocks there are just like some, yeah, there are no real tough blocks, so the rider could drove over them, and they did that in I think one corner especially. So I think they're going to fix that issue in the next round. Yeah, so that stuff looked really good. So yeah, and also I think like the sponsor advertising and stuff. Overall, it looked really good and well organized, I have to say. Yeah, that was looked really fine for me from the outside. Yes, I don't know how it was as a rider or something, but that would look really good. So now the negatives, which I didn't like that much. So it's not really negative, but I don't like that stuff that much. And yeah, comment down below what you guys think about that. So the first negative I think is the format, and this is the main negative I don't like is the format. Yeah, I think they let the public in to the stadium with the heat races. So yes, which I find, I don't know. I think you, as a fan, you should like be able to watch some practice as well. But which is nice. They have practice on Friday as well, so this is kind of nice for the riders to get used to the track way more. Yes. So yeah, I think that as a spectator in the stadium, you should be able to see the practice as well. I think it's my opinion. I think in Australia it will be like that, but there it wasn't. So yeah, and then the other thing which I didn't like was the heat races. There was like always the onboard cameras from the front fenders, or you saw some riders, the helmets and stuff. This was weird, but I like that they try new things. But I think you should like give that maybe a try if you watch some highlights or something. Yeah, but not in the main races. Yeah, that was just not nice to see that stuff in the main races. But it was only in the heat races that enormous. Yeah, with the cameras. But I liked that they tried some new things. Yeah, this is what I liked, but I also disliked it. Yeah, but the main thing I didn't like was the format. Like the 5 or 6 laps heat races, they were way too short, and even the main events, which like 6 laps in the 250 and 8 laps in the 450, this is way too short, in my opinion. As you saw, like Shane McElrath, he won the 250, and he was always like starting around mid place. So, and then he was working his way up to the front, but the races are just too short to be able to work up your way to the front, to the top again. So Shane McElrath always ended up, I think, around 4th place or something around there. But I think if the race would be like 5 minutes longer, he could have catched up to the 1st place. Oldenburg was really strong, but yeah, he would have maybe catched up or something, and we would have seen like some really nice battles. And if as it was like that, you only saw the battles in the first 2 laps or something, and after that, like the first 2 laps was always like massive battles and some carnage, and after that it kind of settled a bit, and some riders they pushed through the field a bit, but I don't know, there was no attention band to the races for me. Like the races were interesting, but it wasn't like if you watch a Supercross race in the US and the Tomac starts like outside of the top 10 or something, and you see him like in the last 5 minutes of the main event making a battle for the lead again. This is really nice, but that couldn't happen because I think the main events are too short for that. Yeah, I don't like the short event main event setup. Yes, but I said that before as well, before the race has even started. You can watch another video of me from that. Yeah, it's in the channel. You can search for that. Yeah, so the 5 minute mains, I think, is not a good setup because 5 minute main is way too short. I mean, the amount you have to wait for the next race was really perfect. You, as a spectator, you're there and the next race comes straight up. This is nice, but you should have make it maybe like, I don't know. I don't like the 5 minute main events. Yeah, they should change that a bit, in my opinion. So yeah, comment down below what you guys think about that, because the start is so important in these short races. And if you crash or something, your race is almost done because you crash and then you're like at, I don't know, if you have a really bad crash, you're like at 20 place and you cannot make it up in like 5 minutes to the first again or to top five. It's almost impossible if you're not like having an advantage over the other rider, which is so big. Yeah, this is, I think, the most negative thing which I didn't like was the format. Yeah, comment down below what you guys think. If you like the if you guys like the format, or if you think the format is shit or whatever. Yeah, comment down below, and until next time.